but you know, that's my take on it. We will get that together. So those of you watching, we gonna get that right. My man Red Glove is in the building. Shout out to Red Glove, man. I want to say something, man. I want to say something. I never said this before. When I first got on YouTube, man, I was a small, I'm still relatively small, but before I had 100, 200 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing videos after videos. I'm grinding, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really, you know, nobody from the YouTube community, you know, was hollering at me. I wasn't hollering, wasn't looking for nobody, you know what I'm saying? And Red Glove, you know, he was the first one to reach out, you know, far as content creators. He was the first one to reach out, man, and shared one of my videos. And it was a video, I remember it was a video about Jared Hurd, and that video got 1,500 views.
Oh my gosh!
And that was the highest watch video at the time that I had, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I just wanted to shout that out to my man Red Glove, and you know what I'm saying, I appreciate that, family, you know what I mean, and it's not forgotten, man.
What up, everybody in the YTBC? Before I get into the topic of the video, I just want to say, Big Will, you know, those words, they mean a lot. You know, that's what I'm here for here in the YTBC. You know, yeah, I'm here to talk boxing. I'm here to give my perspective, but I'm also here to help others who are genuine in talking about the sport of boxing. And you know, I actually feel bad because I haven't been able to really support others the way that I've been wanting to in recent months, and that's something that I'm trying to get back to. But Big Will, I hope you see this. I want you to know those words, they mean a lot. And I also want you to be aware, you know, yeah, I may have helped. First off, I didn't know that, you know, I helped you get that much exposure on that video. I really didn't. And I'm glad that I took part in it. But you also had a lot to do with that. You're a genuine guy. You make good content. And for whatever reason, a lot of times when you go live, like on that live when I showed up, I caught it right at the end. You know, but you did the work. All I did was try to be the messenger, be like, hey, check this guy out. And I'm sure not all that was me, but I just feel honored to have taken part in getting some eyes on you. But you keep doing what you're doing, Big Will. And to all my subscribers, you know, if you never checked out Big Will, it's Big Faces Worldwide. I will put a link in the description of this video. That way y'all could check him out if you've never checked him out before. He's a good dude. I know that there's some people who subscribe to me who are subscribed to him, either if they just found him on their own, or if they saw what I had, you know, the spotlight that I did on him. But that being said, you know, I'm not going to take all the credit, because Will, you had a part in your own success. But I am glad and honored that I was able to help you in any way that I can. And that's just real talk. So, but that being said, that is one of the big reasons that I'm on YouTube, is to help others, is to meet people who share a passion for this sport of boxing, and to help them create the kind of community and the kind of camaraderie that they want in their circles. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't want just anybody, in my circle. I'm open to everybody, but I understand not everybody is here for the same thing. I understand some people are here for destruction. But I want this to be understood. I am not here to destroy anybody. Now, if somebody wants to start something, that's different. There's an old saying, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Alright? As long as you don't start shit with me, it should be all good. Understand, we're not going to agree 100% of the time on anything, whether it be the sport of boxing or anything else. We all have our own ideals. We have our own way of doing things. I'm not here to tell you how to do things on your channel. If you want to know how to edit, you got a question on how I do something, I'll be more than happy to share that information with you. What I have here is not a Coca-Cola formula where it's locked away for nobody to find out. If I teach you some things and you end up becoming bigger than me, I'm not mad at it. But that being said, let me get into the real topic of this video. But I just had to say that because Big Will really, when he said that, it really, it really touched me. It really did. And that's what I'm here for. But I need some things to be understood. And I really thought that maybe I had covered all that in my beef video. I'll try to remember to put a link. It's not the last video before this one, but the one before that one. You'll see. It's talking about YTBC beef. And I really hope that kind of covered everything. But I feel like some people don't really understand the kind of person that I am. And I don't fault them, because we're just here on YouTube. We're here on the internet. We don't, I understand we didn't grow up together. We're not childhood friends. We're people who met on YouTube and we clicked. So, but you may not really understand the kind of person that I am. And, this is what I need for everybody to understand. Okay. See, I've been on here on YouTube for 5 years. July made it 5 years that I've been on YouTube. Okay. I need it to be understood that I am not here to backstab anybody. I can honestly say the whole time I've been on YouTube, I've never backstabbed anybody. Now, have I had beefs? Yes. Have I had falling outs? Yes. It's going to happen. But it's never been because I backstabbed somebody. It's always been just misunderstanding. Sometimes it gets out of hand. Sometimes it's non-repairable. Sometimes it's repairable. But I've had falling outs, but never has it been due to backstabbing. It's always been to a difference in ideology, a misunderstanding. It's always been something like that. But I am not here to backstab people. I'm not here to tear people down. Only time I will tear somebody down is when they start shit. Like I said, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. But that being said, I need it to be understood that I am not the type to backstab. Now, in my beef video, I talked about how there's people that I get along with that don't get along with each other. Okay? And I specifically said that people I get along with, or there's a mutual understanding. All right. But those people don't have that same mutual understanding. They don't click. And in a lot of cases, I may even really agree with one of them because of what that other party has said or done to them. However, they haven't done that to me. And I'm not saying that you should just eat it up or anything. What I'm saying is this: if you see me associate with somebody that you really do not like, you need to understand I am not going to backstab you. Okay? And I'm not going to partake in the shit talking. They start talking shit about you or your family members or anything like that, I'm not gonna join in. I'm not the type of dude who gives in to peer pressure like that. If it gets really bad, like if it's petty little shit, I'll stay on the panel. I'll ignore it. But if it gets out of hand, I'll jump off the panel. Because I'm not like that. I'm not gonna, just because somebody says you're a certain way or whatever. And to be honest, sometimes, and in this particular situation that I'm thinking of, there's somebody else I'm cool with that's not involved with the beef that you have with these other people, but there's somebody else that I'm cool with that doesn't like you. And they have a reason that, to be honest, I can't say is really not. To be honest, I can understand how it would be valid. However, I'm not going to let their feelings towards you affect how I feel towards you. And the same goes vice versa with these other people. It's just sometimes things don't mesh. If it was up to me, everybody would get along with each other. But I'm just in this community just like y'all, and I don't get along with everybody. But I need this to be understood. I'm not here to tear people down. If I consider you a friend, I'm definitely not trying to tear you down. Alright? And here's the other thing that I really need to be understood. If you ever feel like I'm going in a direction that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's natural. I don't really fault you for that. But what I really need people to understand is I am a man. I'm an adult. All right? And a lot of y'all, depending on how cool we are, some people have my phone number. Not many. There's a couple. But if you don't have my phone number, there's a good chance that maybe you have me on Discord, on Twitter, some way where you can message me privately. And if you feel like there is a problem, a conflict of interest, I don't fault you for that, but I need you to reach out to me privately. I don't need to be checked in front of everybody, because I've been around long enough that my name speaks for itself. I think that I put in the work I haven't established a big subscriber base. I haven't established a big, whatever you want to call it, fan base, whatever. But you know what I have established? I have established my name. I have established a reputation. And I take that very seriously. And like I said, I'm not really faulting anybody, but I need it to be understood. I'm laying the groundwork right now. I'm laying down the foundation that if you feel there's some kind of conflict of interest, I don't fault you, but the way that you go about talking to me about it, I expect a certain level of respect, because I've never disrespected you. Right now, I'm gonna be honest, YTBC is a very strange place for me, because everybody's going at it with each other. Everybody. And I have a lot of friendships on here that I do care about. But I'm also a grown-ass man, and I don't really want to be told what to do. But like I said, if there is a conflict of interest, something that is really, or if you just want to get something off your chest, we should do that privately. If I ever have a problem with any of y'all, I'm going to try to talk to you privately. You know, there's always a way to talk privately. Me and Jay Cotto has talked privately. I've talked privately with 12 Kid. I've talked privately with ILTBA. And that's because sometimes things shouldn't be just out there in the open. It's not that I'm trying to be sneaky about anything. You know, maybe there's some information that I found out about that you don't want everybody to know. But I feel you should know that there's some people who might have this information, might try to use it against you. That's just an example. Or sometimes it could be this conflict of interest thing. But it doesn't have to be something where we make this big old spectacle and where it causes strife between us in front of everybody. Because the reality is this: if you really do have a problem with these people, they're gonna relish in that. They see that publicly. You're really giving them the W on the, or not W per se, you're giving them satisfaction. So I just really need it to be understood. All right. If I've ever told you that you're a friend of mine and you see me associating with people who talk shit about you, talk shit about your family, you'll have really toxic beef between y'all, you need to understand, I'm never gonna go and tell them something about you. I'm never gonna go and talk shit about you behind your back. I'm never gonna do any of these things. All right, it needs to be understood. All right, what you saw with Big Will at the beginning of this video, that is what I'm about. That is what I'm here for. And if I call you a friend, I call you, somebody that, if I tell you that I respect you, you can take that to the bank. All right. And it's like I said, I don't expect you to trust me 100%. That's how fools are. That's how fools act. You can't really put 100% trust in anybody except for yourself. And, I apologize if some of y'all don't believe in anything but yourself and God. Other than that, other people will fail you. So I understand. But one thing, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but one thing I'm not is a backstabber. So I just need that to be understood. And if you ever need reassurance, I get it and I won't be offended. But I need it to be done properly. I don't need, I'm not part of a gang. That's one thing that, there's been some, this is unrelated to kind of a situation I have with another individual, but one thing that needs to be understood is I'm not part of a gang. I associate with certain communities, and I consider 2 of them to be ones that I'm a part of. Hashtag Come Back to Boxing is where that's my stomping ground, and UGC is where I currently reside. All right. And I'm not going to go into details, but some people that I'm cool with kind of feel certain ways about certain people. And I'll be honest, for the most part, everybody has been understanding. Like, I've seen some lives, I'm like, whoa, I kind of feel like I'm not saying I'm being attacked, but I don't know how to feel about these things, but you know what? I've talked to those people, and they say they have no problems with me. I respect them, they respect me, and it's gonna stay that way. All right? And that's the way that it should be. And like I said, if any of y'all ever have a problem with me, a problem, it ain't gonna be due to backstabbing, because I'm not gonna do that. But if you have concerns about who I associate with, who I choose to have certain conversations with, I get it. But trying to, I don't know, make an example or whatever, I'm not the one to do that with. Like I said, I've been around long enough where I think I've earned my keep, where my integrity shouldn't really be an issue. My loyalty really shouldn't be an issue. I understand little doubts I can definitely understand, but it just needs to be handled properly. So I'm letting y'all know right now, if I ever have a problem with anybody, unless they're the ones who made it public first, because that's kind of something that happened with me recently. Just check out my video about receipts. That was something where I was called out publicly, and I publicly humiliated that dumbass. But I feel that, and that dude, he's a fucking idiot, and he's completely immature. Can't even handle a little difference of opinion. But for the ones I call my friends, the ones that I respect, I expect for those people to know that we can talk person to person, and it doesn't have to be a big shit show in front of everybody. So that's something that I really, really want to be understood. I shouldn't be told who I can and cannot converse with. Just because I talk to somebody doesn't necessarily mean that me and them are friends. I need that to be understood. I'm not necessarily friends with everybody that I am sub to. Nothing against Sean Newton, I'm sub to him, but I don't consider him a friend. We barely talk. So, I mean, and he's not the only one. That's just one example. There's a lot of channels that I'm sub to and we barely talk, or I don't really consider them to be a friend or whatever. Then there's the ones that I'm sub to that I do consider to be friends. So it needs to be understood, just because I'm talking to somebody doesn't mean that I'm friends with them. But everything doesn't have, like I said, I'm not part of a gang. All right. Just because you don't like them doesn't mean that it's on site. It means this. All right. If they said something real grimy, I don't agree with it. Okay. And I don't condone it. All right. But sometimes there's other things going on that have nothing to do with you. You have zero involvement, and it might end up in me conversing with people that you don't particularly care for. But the world doesn't revolve around any of us. The YTBC does not revolve around any one certain channel. And I'm not saying that anybody really thinks that. I think that sometimes people get a little bit, I'm not going to say too caught up, but what I will say is very caught up in a certain situation, and it may make their the way they see things a little hazy. And I get it. We're all human beings. Sometimes we can't help it. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It just means you're human. But I just need it to be understood that I am not here to backstab any single one. I don't go into people's lives saying to check out my channel. I'm not trying to clout chase off of anybody. I'm not here trying to get one up on anyone. I'm here to meet people who share a passion for this sport. And if they need some help either getting some eyes on their channel because they're new, or they need some help learning some new trades on how to improve their channel, like with editing, or and you know what, people do it for me too. Shout out to El Dude when I uploaded my video of the glove, the autographed glove that I got of Roberto Duran. He reminded me that I needed to put that in the description, because I didn't put Roberto Duran's name in the. I did like a mystery thing, because I can be fucking stupid like that sometimes. But I did, I forgot to put his name in the description. So people do it for me too. I'm not perfect, but that's what I'm here for, is to, if somebody isn't doing something that I think they should do, and I'm not telling them what to do, it's just, I think you get a little bit more, a little bit more eyes on you if you did this. And it's up to them. If they don't take my advice, I'm not gonna get mad about it. But anyways, that's besides the point. That's what I'm here for. The things that I've learned, I want to teach to others who want to learn that stuff. And for the things that I don't know, I'm hoping that people are willing to share that knowledge with me as well. But this has never been all about me, as far as my channel is concerned. But the reality is, it's not really all about you either. The reality is this: it's about the sport, and it's about helping other channels who are also trying to help the sport. That is what it's about. And there's going to be camaraderie that's going to happen organically. There's going to be some falling outs that are going to happen organically. But it doesn't need to be where everything is so freaking toxic. It doesn't. You have a toxic relationship with another person or a group of people on here, I mean, it's unfortunate, but that doesn't mean like, there's some dudes that I cannot stand. I just cannot stand. And there are friends of mine who are cool with those people. I'm not going to tell them what to do. These are grown ass adults. Alright? All I care about is, one, that they don't get backstabbed, and two, that they don't backstab me. That's all I care about. But, and like I said, I understand the doubt, but I need you to understand that we can talk about things behind, it's privately, and there's not anybody who's going to tell me what to do, who I can and cannot talk with. Alright, but if you want to talk about a conflict of interest, we can talk about that. But I'm not here to backstab anybody. I'm not here to tear down anyone. I'm here to build up people. And if somebody starts a beef with me, then yeah, I'm a competitive person. I'm gonna do everything I can to destroy that one particular person, but not that person and everybody that they're associated with. I mean, as far, I'm not even gonna get into that. I think I've explained enough. Just understand that if I'm the kind of person that you can reach out to, and I'm not a big channel, right? But I think there's certain things that I've earned in this community. I've had to deal with a lot of bullshit. All right. I've had to deal with being called a racist while being called a wetback at the same time, out of the same mouth. All right, and I did not retaliate with any kind of racial anything. I think I've earned a lot. That's a minor thing, you know. That like a lot of things have been attacked about me, and I do my absolute best not to stoop to those levels. So I think I kind of earned this. So if you can't help but think that you can tell me what to do, just look at it this way. I would never do that to you. But if you really feel like that's the only way to go about this, I don't know what to say. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna make an exception and let somebody who has been doing this for less time than me, who is younger than me, act like they're my father. That's something that's just not simply gonna happen. I'm not gonna disrespect you, but that just may be where we part ways, which is a shame, because in this particular instance, I really like the guy. You know, but this is what I'm gonna say. This is how I'm gonna end this, because I've rambled on way too long. How long is it? 30 minutes, damn. But this is how I'm gonna end this. I don't want anybody commenting who they think I'm talking about. If I see the comment, you know me, I'm not about censoring, but I'm sorry if I see a comment of anybody trying to guess who I'm talking about, it's getting deleted. If you think it's you, do not ask me, is it me in the comment section? All you gotta do is message me privately on Twitter. I don't really get on Discord, but I'll do my best. Or if you'd like, I will go ahead and put my email in the description of this video. You can email me asking if it's you, and if it is you, I will let you know. If it's not, I'll let you know. And if it is you, then I will offer for us to have a private conversation where we can hash this out. I don't really think it's a big problem. I think this is an easy fix. It's just, I'm gonna be honest, I'm an adult. Like, I'm an adult. I'm not a member of a gang. So it's not guilty by association just because. But we can certainly talk things out. And, you know, we just need to have that mutual understanding. But anyways, to all my subscribers, anybody that watch my videos, or you just so happen to stump on this video, hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace.
That's why I'm undefeated.